Yeah, just a little.
There we go.
I actually have no idea how loud it is. I was just being a smart ass.
It's all good.
God damn it. Why does that keep happening? No, I'm perfectly fine until you start screaming. Then I start coughing.
Oh yeah, every time. Every damn time. Let's just remove that little embedded thing. Just people can click the link. Do self-promotion. You know, that thing everyone else is fucking muted, so there's almost no point in posting in it.
Some people check it.
At least I'm not doing that thing that happens in other places. Then they're just like, here, let's just at everybody.
That's usually just a server admins doing that.
Yeah.
Which, that makes sense, but...
It's still kind of rude.
Dragonfall.
Yes, Dragonfall. Oh, that reminds me. I should probably update that on Twitch.
Yes.
Before I get too much further, because I'm gonna do it. I almost did the thing again. Creator dashboard. Is it content? No. Preferences? Where do I go to change that shit? Edit stream info. Here we go. This is Shadowrun Dragonfall. Dragonfall. Done. There we go. I am not a viewer, so let me just remove that. Don't make it seem like there's two of me following. Who else? Who else? Oh, I should probably let individuals know as well. Like you.
But I'm already here.
Other people too. You're not the most important person in the world.
Yes, but you said like me.
You know, thinking out loud, that version of you. Okay, yeah. All that's left for me to do now is to actually start playing the game. just wait for more people to join, because, you know, it's nice having people to talk to besides you.
Understandable.
There's no point in doing this if it's just you and me sitting here talking over a game. It's really boring real quick. Not that you're boring, but you know what I meant.
There'd be no reason to stream.
Yeah. You know, I think I'll ping Squeak directly just so I can give her the option.
Yeah.
Alright. I think it's been waiting long enough. You know, it's been 6 minutes. And those that do follow me, of all 24 of my followers, they've seen that I'm live. Unless they've disabled notifications. Alright.
Well, they could be busy.
So, you actually may recognize the quote at the very bottom of the screen. This one I've kind of taken from 2 separate quotes. It was actually at the end of Shadowrun Returns. The game is rigged. The cards are stacked. The dice are loaded. It's the same as it always was. It's why we run the shadows. That's where real life is, kiddo. That is from Harlequin.
Oh, Harlequin. I love him.
You love the way I voice him.
Well, no, I love the character too.
Oh, yeah, no, he's a smarmy little shit, isn't he? He is. Alright. Mind you, for someone who's lived as long as he has, he was actually there during the last time Magic was around, so he's got a reason to be so as jaded as he is. Alright. Continue because, you know, I do actually have a save game from the last time I played this. And unlike the other... unlike Shadowrun Returns, you're actually running with pretty much the same team. And we'll actually get into that once we get there. Yeah. Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut. The year is 2054. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin, the Flux State, a grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the great dragon Lofweir only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. If only it were that simple. So, this was the expansion from the original Shadowrun Returns. It was another campaign they did afterwards. It actually runs about the same time that Shadowrun Returns does. The difference is you can't convert a new character, your old character, over to this one. It has to be a new character.
And this is an expansion, not a standalone game.
But this is its own standalone story. Because...
But, I mean, the game itself.
No.
Do you need the first game to play this?
No, this is the Director's Cut. It is its own thing.
Okay.
Because they did update quite a few systems, and we'll get into that as we play. First things first, gotta create your character again. We'll go with female, because if we're gonna look at if you're gonna have to look at a character, I'd rather be female.
Sup, Vanilla?
Hey, Jess. Let's see, elf. That's right, charisma is actually important. And again, we're going with the Decker because the way this game starts, you lose your Decker almost right off the bat. And you can recruit another Decker pretty quickly, it's just for the first couple of missions you don't have one. And that sucks.
Oh, Vanilla, you play Decker? I think I asked you this last time we did Shadowrun.
Yes. Jess, in fact, does play Decker. Ain't that right, Minty?
Right, the Decker that was flirting with Cherry Bomb.
Something like
Was
that.
that it?
There we go. Oh, that's right. Teaming to stats, spending the karma. We have 8 karma to spend in the beginning. I'm actually thinking about going back and building from scratch, because why the hell do I even bother with close combat? No. Let's go, build my own Shadowrunner. For I am a Decker. Oh, everything starts at 1. That's why. Okay.
And this will only give you 8?
Oh, because it's pre-spending the points. My only...
Right. But
yeah.
if you start over, like if you build from scratch.
Building from scratch, you start with 60. It's just everything starts at 1.
So that takes a lot more time. Okay.
Yeah, what I'm thinking about is redoing this, because this is all fairly simple. Charisma of 3, willpower of 2. I'm actually not going to bother spending things on ESP control because don't need programs.
So, Vanilla just said, your Decker is cute. Is she single?
I don't know. Considering she's in Germany, probably. Okay, strength of 2.
I believe in you, Vanilla. You'll make it work.
Willpower of 3. I have 6 points left to spend. I think I may actually just spend the points on ranged combat. Get that up to 4 so I can... No, I don't have Overwatch just yet. Oh, I know what I can spend it on. Biotech. Because healing myself is important.
Does this still have the stipulation of you can only heal the last damage dealt?
Yes. At least with magic. With exterior items such as medkits and whatnot, that heals a flat amount of damage. Now I start with 1 etiquette. I could probably get another one if I went back and spent points differently, but why do that?
What's your etiquette?
Let's go with the Shadowrunner this time around. And the name for this one...
I don't remember.
Hmm?
What was it the last time?
It was
don't
Lynx.
remember.
I think I'll go...
But what was the etiquette?
Corporate. I think I'll go male this time around. Mostly because my throat can't handle voicing a female character again. Except I like the female model so much better.
It's a true conundrum.
Meh. I have to respend my stats again.
Oh, by switching your gender, you have to redo everything?
I exited out. I didn't finish everything.
Oh. I could have just waited a second and seen what happened.
Yeah, just maybe. Might have helped.
Oh, well.
You know what the hell? Why not? Let me give myself an extra credit here and go with... Let's go with... Street. And then I get 3 karma to spend.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Actually, I'm thinking about backing off my charisma. I can pick up that etiquette elsewhere. Because having Overwatch early is kind of nice, but at the same time, having more health is also really nice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I'm going to up my willpower as well because, reduces the chance of me being hit by spells. It was Lynx the last time. Is this going to be Lynx again, just a different character entirely, or just no? Let's go with a different character entirely.
Oh god, what was it? Cisco? That's the other company. There's Lynx's and Cisco.
That I wasn't even thinking about that when I built the character. Let's go with Ash. The Harfeld Manor Run. Life was good. Easy jobs, regular pay, a reliable crew. But things went south and you had to drop off the grid. Put a bullet in the past and start fresh somewhere new. The promise of opportunity and anonymity draws you to the free city of Berlin. The Flux State, a grand experiment in social order. Corporations tread carefully here. Even the great dragon Lofweir only has so much sway in the constantly evolving power structure of Berlin. The perfect place for a savvy Shadowrunner to disappear and begin anew. And as luck would have it, home to your old partner in crime, Monica Schaefer. As your third run with Monica and her team, or rather, it's your third run with Monica and her team, an old castle holdfast, 1 hour east of Berlin, perched on a hill overlooking the countryside. The job is a standard smash and grab, crack the vault, grab the data, get out in one piece. A mediocre payday, but work is work. As the team gathers from Monica's pre-run briefing, you pause, taking your surroundings. Harfeld Manor, 2054, 1 hour east of Berlin. The estate grounds are silent, save for the faint whistling of the wind. Your team gathers near a side entrance to the old castle holdfast, cloaked in darkness. The night is peaceful. You know it won't last. You know it for what it is, a pleasant illusion that will be shattered at the sound of the first gunshot. Listen, folks. Listen up, folks. Monica Schaefer. You ran with her back in the day. Now she's your team leader. Your decking skills may be sharp, but hers are Nova hot. Running with Monica is like taking a master class in ice breaking. We're on a tight timetable. I want to enter the estate, find the basement, open the data vault, extract the files, and bolt. 10 minutes, top to bottom. Try to get home and... Hold on.
Amazing, Vanilla. Amazing. Oh, they referenced
No.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
No, just no.
What, do you not like that?
Meh. Not my thing.
I've actually never played it or seen anything about it. I just know the memes because they were everywhere.
Pretty much. Trying to get home in time for Wim Talk, love. Dietrich, shaman, the old man of the team. He smiles at her, his facial tattoos writhing in the moonlight. Monica's eyes twinkle with mischief. Maybe. How many times have I told you? You cannot trust anything that comes out of a dragon's mouth. That trid trash will rot your brain. It's educational. Besides, this should be a milk run. Security is supposed to be light. A few automatic weapons, no armor. With a little luck, they'll never know we were here. And I'll watch your back all the same. Monica's smile returns, more wistful this time. The moonlight catches her face at a strange angle. Just like old times, hey Ash? Milk run or not, we should be careful. Glory, razor-clawed street samurai. Her voice is cold and neutral, her expression placid. They may only be private security, but their bullets don't know that. I can patch you up if I have to, but I'd rather not have to. You people need to relax. We're professionals, remember? Monica raises her arm and speaks into her wrist-mounted comlink. A darkened face shimmers in the vidscreen. Iger, are you in position? The comlink crackles, and the response comes back low and soft. Softer than you expect from a troll. Affirmative. Affirmative. The alarm lines have been cut, and I have a clear line of fire on the estate's service entrance. When you exit the building, the path will be clear. Excellent! Thank you, Iger. Just doing my job. Iger out. The comlink goes dark. Monica winks at you as she drops her arm. See? We're professionals. Alright, people, enough chatter. Our client wants the data from the vault, so we get him the data from the vault. Quick, quiet, and quick. You said quick twice. Weird talk is on tonight. Gloria raises an eyebrow slightly. I told you. It's educational. Get your stuff and we'll head in. Every time, man. Every time. So, Wyrm Talk. 2054. This is before the assassination of Dunkelzahn. The most charismatic dragon, the closest thing that the world of Shadowrun had to a good person, who was planning to become the next president of the UCAS. Your gear and some weapons lie in the back of the van. Grab the weapon. There's a few spares to choose from. Grab the rifle. And then grab the rest of my kit. And leave the van. Yes, yes. AK-97, my deck, and some gear. Let's zoom out a little bit.
Well, Vanilla, I'm personally hoping that his voice gets shot during the stream.
I love you all so much.
Also, yeah, Vanilla said you should play Doki Doki Club next.
I'm good. I'm not a huge fan of visual novel style games. Never have been, so I'm good.
That's fair.
I've tried a few of them, and I get this thing where it's like I want to be perfect, so I play it with a guide, so I'm always getting the correct answers, and just boring.
That's no fun.
Boring for most people, yes.
Oh man, yeah, no. Playing visual novels like that is definitely not fun. I can understand why you don't like them.
Well, that and just I want to finish the visual novel. I want it to be complete. A private museum. The owner of this estate must have money to burn. The complete skeleton of a theropod dinosaur appears to be what? Appears to be genuine. A variety of remarkably well-preserved Slavic artifacts.
Oh man, wasn't the Shadowrun game on Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis? There was a museum with a jumpsuit, and it said, "Oh, priceless Slavic artifact."
Maybe. That was more than likely the one for the Genesis, because the one for the SNES was more of a action-adventure game, whereas the Genesis one actually played more almost like this, except a bit more open world.
Oh, so is that going to be the next Shadowrun game you play?
No, next one I play after this will be Hong Kong. After I take an in-between game, because as much as I like these games, I need a break every so often.
That's fair.
The vase in this case looks both very old and very valuable. A fine scrollwork of lapis and gold leaf decorates its exterior, and the interior shimmers with the organic beauty of abalone shell. Your fixer could probably move this thing in a heartbeat. You can help but notice the glass in case it looks awfully flimsy. Maybe I'll be back for you later. Yeah, no need to break the glass. The cask in this display case is decorated with the inlaid panels of ivory scrimshaw. What the? That's nice. I don't need your help. As I'm sure you can see, they have greatly updated the interface.
It looks a bit more streamlined.
Dietrich is the mage. He goes here. And enemy turn. To the terminal. Matrix Alert Response Plan, Quebec 6. Matrix Operations locked. HTR team responding. HTR meaning Heavy Threat Response Team.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. And if you want to be quick about it, it's a heater team. With decking 2, override the operations. Okay. And let's get behind some cover here. Let the enemy come to me. Ah, look, enemies.
Kill them all.
It's the plan.
Good. Squash them like bugs.
But they're not bugs.
Don't care. Make them die like they are. Shoot them, then shoot their ghost.
You're so kind.
The kindest.
Okay, first we'll let Monica do this. And down he goes. Dietrich. No. Well, first things first. Heal my dumbass. And then give Glory some accuracy bonuses. Alright, and that was security. Which unlocked that door. Let's see what's over here, shall we? Oh, that's right.
More enemies?
Yes, more enemies.
Nice. Kill them.
Gotta get into... Oh my.
George. Okay. What?
No. You'll see why I'm saying oh my. In a second. Let's get to cover. Let's move him forward.
No, Jesus. I didn't see that dude earlier.
What, the mage?
The big one.
Oh. The grenadier? Yeah, the guy that I really should be taking down. Because he's really dangerous? Yes.
Yeah, I didn't see him. He was just
He's
blending
dead.
into the fucking...
That's fine. He's dead.
Oh, right there.
He's dead now.
He's dead, Jim.
My cover is intervening in my ability to blow shit up. Didn't matter. Got it through anyway.
Nice.
Could you just stop sucking? All right. And that was that. That's the plot. Let's see what's over this direction. And hello, whoever the third person is who just joined us. Ah, here we go. Jacking in. Select a Decker to jack in. Yeah, no, Ash is going in. Lab is erosion.
Honestly, whenever anyone says jacking in, I can only think of that Futurama episode.
More ice. How dare you hit me?
It's like it's their job or something.
Antique delivery schedule. Always good to know. Alright. Let's continue with this, shall we? Yes, to the new location. The Harfield Manor Run. So far, so good. If your skirmish with security set off any alarms, you don't hear them. Monica leads the rest of the team downward, into the basement of the Harfield Manor. Your payday is waiting. The data vault lies ahead. Dietrich eyes the door, then turns to Monica. That's a freaking big vault, Liebechen. Bigger than on the schematic. The schematic didn't have a date. Our client may have old intel. Still, our instructions were clear. The data we're looking for should be just on the other side of this door. She combs her hand through her hair, parting it to reveal the black plastic sheath of her data jack. A quick jaunt into the Matrix, a little digital hand waving, and I'll have this thing open. Be right back. A burst of static crackles through the tiny speaker on Monica's comlink. Iger, still in position outside the estate. Hold on, Monica. Who's in charge while you're jacked in? Monica rolls her eyes. Dietrich fixes his stare intently on the vault door. Glory looks cold and distant, just as she always does. We've been through this, Iger. You're not in the KSK anymore, and that chain of command nonsense doesn't fly in the shadows. We don't need rules and regulations to guide us. The same principle that applies to the flux state. Please, spare me the lecture. Your politics have nothing to do with this. Best get used to it, Iger love. Cough, cough, hack, hack, splutter, splutter.
Please don't die on stream.
Yeah, I know, right? Look, it's a simple question. Years of experience tell me that it needs an answer. Why don't I take a crack at the door? Instead, let me show you what I can do. Maka smiles but shakes her head. No offense, Ash, but this is my team, and at least for now, I handle the grid work. Then you need a second in command. Come on, Monica. Put someone in charge, and let's get on with the mission. Monica stares at the screen on her wrist for a moment, clearly irritated. Then that twinkle appears in her eye again. She smiles at you as she speaks into her comlink. Very well. Let's do this Iger's way. While I'm jacked in, Ash is in charge. There's a pause, and Iger's voice crackles out of the calmly again. Ash, did I hear you right? You're putting the rookie in command?
Vanilla, there's one rule.
There are no rules.
No, but there's one rule now, apparently. Because it makes everyone else happy.
See, what bothers me here is you can't be like, yeah, are you sure this is a good idea? There's no way for me to even do that. It's like, I'm no rookie and you know it. Comes off as cocky. You know, I thought you were a pro. Or this one's more of a, listen, you asked for it. And this is the one I think I'm going to go with. Here is, listen, Iger, you asked for a decision and you got one. This is ridiculous. You know this is a joke to you. I know this is a joke to you, Monica, but I'm telling you. Iger. Monica's tone is all business. Evidently, she has heard enough. The decision's made. You have your answer. Acknowledged. Without another word, Iger's image flickers and fades from Monica's communicator. Sorry about that. Iger can be inflexible, the legacy of a long military career. But she knows what she's doing, and she means well.
Wait, the troll's a woman?
Yes, the troll is a woman.
Oh, that's a first. At least as far as I noticed.
Mm-hmm. And this is where that condition kind of redeems it here is, you know, I like to play the nice person, so it's a legitimate concern. She hardly knows me. Monica's eyes narrow. There's a thin line between concern and insubordination. You let me know if she crosses it. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get this done. Monica turns towards the door, fingers poised on the controls of her cyberdeck, then glances back at you with a grin. Let's see you on the other side. Then she punches it, projecting her consciousness into cyberspace, her fingers harmonizing in the smooth, rhythmic staccato that only an expert decker can achieve. Without warning, Monica's back arcs violently and her head jerks back, silencing her terrible screams. Muscle spasms rip through her face, and her jaw snaps shut, sending a mist of blood spraying from between her teeth. You look down to see a nub of pink flesh hit the floor. She bit the tip of her tongue. The room explodes into action. Glory leaps towards Monica, her hand outstretched to yank the cord from her data jack. Dietrich surges forward to wrap the team's fallen Decker in a bear hug, holding her against the convulsions that rack her body. With Monica's unearthly scream still ringing sharply in your head, you're only dimly aware of the door slamming shut behind you. Help Glory pull the plug on the data jack because you're gonna want to keep that cyberdeck. Actually, now, if nothing else, after the run, you can pull off whatever data is there and figure out what the hell happened. At least in the actual game, you would. You rarely ever want to smash someone's cyberdeck unless you're trying to prevent others from getting information on you. And while Glory holds Monica's head steady, you snatch the cord that connects Monica's data jack to her cyberdeck. Without a moment's hesitation, you give a solid yank, and the cord comes free. A wisp of oily blue smoke traces its way from her data jack to the ceiling. The commingled scents of charred meat and ozone fill the air. You've seen the effects of biofeedback before, but nothing like this. Oh, damn. It's Biotech 3. Ah, well. Suddenly...
Is that too intense for you?
Yeah, by literally 1 point. I could have bought it up, but I chose not to. Suddenly, Monica's eyes flutter open. Muscle tremors continue to distort her face, and blood oozes from her lips. You see the muscles in her jaw tensing and the look of concern in her eyes, she's struggling to speak. Just stay with us, Monica, okay? We're going to get you out of here. Save your breath. She's had a stroke. A bad one. She'll be dead before we're even back in the van. Talk to me, Monica. What are you trying to say? Slowly, painfully, Monica wrestles her jaw open. The blood welling up in her mouth comes pouring out in a slick, covering her chest. She expels a thick, guttural sound that might be a word. Satisfied, she closes her eyes and forces her mouth to make the shapes she needs. Fear. With an effort, Monica opens her eyes again and meets yours. You see pain and fear in her gaze, and something else. Hope? Fair swing. A sudden spasm jerks Monica's head back again. She grunts, then her chin drops to her chest, and her head lolls to one side. Her eyes fix on an object in the next room, a computer terminal. The soft light of a cursor blinks on it, on its recessed screen. Slowly, she attempts to speak again, but the only sound that emerges is a long, strangled croak. A look of resignation washes over Monica's face, and she stops fighting. Her gore-slick jaw goes slack, and she dies. Monica, no! What's happened here? We've got hostiles. This clearly isn't a data vault. We need to get out of here fast.
Damn, indeed. This is going pear-shaped.
Yeah, that happens when that happens sometimes, unfortunately. Let's get into cover. And let's swap over to the claws. Oh, Jesus Christ. And she just slit that guy open. Ooh.
Ooh.
And the terminal. MCPOS Building Maintenance Software version 1.101. Command line interface. Internal memory cache checksum invalid. Ash, 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 ash. This terminal's printing your name out over here again. Blah, 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 blah. This terminal's printing your name out over and over again. Ash, you better get over here.
Vanilla asked, have they been risking mega strokes this entire time?
That's what happens when you're killed by black ice in the Matrix.
Oh.
Okay.
That is gruesome.
Dietrich scans the room nervously. They've sealed the door behind us. We've got to find another way out of here. What are you doing? With decking 1, I think Monica may have inserted a bug into the system before she died. What's it for? What's it for? Something's telling me we're about to have some more company soon. Stay frosty, Dietrich. Just give me a minute. Text continues to scroll down the terminal screen. A problem has been detected with a core component of MCPOS. Restore to factory default settings, yes or no. Warning, restore process will take several minutes to execute. Connected doors and peripherals will be disarmed when complete. Hit the Y key. Processing request, 0% complete. As you watch, the number on the screen slowly begins to climb. This is going to take a while. You glance down at a second screen to see that the facility is on high alert. In place of a simple data vault, it seems you have stumbled upon some kind of massive underground complex. A map of the holdfast grounds indicates that security forces are en route from multiple angles. The door is currently being rebooted by the system's restore processor flashing a dull red. If you're reading this display correctly, the only exit from this room is the holdfast's old servants' entrance on the western side of the building. At that moment, Iger's image winks onto your comlink with a crackling sound. The image is grainy and flickering in and out. What's going on down there, rookie? Talk to me. Monica's down, Iger. The vault was a setup. What? I'm sorry, Iger. We couldn't save her. Now we have to get out of here. Look for an old servant's entrance to the west of the main grounds. We'll rendezvous with you there. Iger's silence is thick, but when she finally responds, her tone is professional. Roger that. She cuts out without another word. Glory turns to face you, her movements smooth and robotic. Her voice comes out in a frosty monotone. What's the play, Ash? Monica found a way to open the doors, but it's going to take time. Dietrich's pained expression lightens a bit. Of course she did. When the door locks to disarm, we make a break for it. Until then, we make them pay for Monica. Dietrich's pained expression twists into a mask of hate, his hands begin to glow with primal energy. Yeah, I'm good with that. Survive for 10 turns. Oh boy.
That shouldn't be too hard.
You say that now.
I mean, most of the battles you've been in have been in, what, 5 turns?
Yes. Survive for 9 turns. I'm a little too exposed there. Let's get to here. Dietrich. Get over here. And let's just pop that dragon totem, shall we? Enemies coming from down below. Oh, look, a rigger. Ah, short. Damn.
Steal his drone.
I got his drone at least, yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Paramilitary guard. Oof. Oh, nice. There we go. That's one of the big changes they made, was cover actually matters.
That's good.
It actively reduces damage you take, so it functions more like the actual game. Sadly, Jess, I cannot steal the drone. Okay, Dietrich, heal yourself because that hurt. Get back into cover.
Just Vanilla asks one, no.
Because it's not in the system. He missed and hit his buddy instead. Oh. And then there's this asshole. Oh, yeah.
Keep popping out of the shadow.
I remember that guy. He dies, and he took all of 2 points of damage from a grenade. You have an 80%
drone army is pretty great. Ooh, ooh.
Yes, drone armies are great. I will give you that.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
The figure loping towards you is big, even for an orc. The majority of his body is sheathed in a suit of heavy, overlapping plates. What you can see of his face looks raw and slick, like old scar tissue stretched tight over his skull. He wears an expression of supreme confidence. All right, friends, playtime is over. All you Shadowrunners are the same. Skulking, sneaking, stealing a vase or two from the museum. No harm. Maybe I'd let you scamper away into the night. But now it's too late for this sort of generosity. Visitors aren't welcome down here. The gaping maw of the minigun jerks upward, an impatient gesture loaded with malice. Drop your weapons and surrender. That's military-grade armor he's wearing, Ash. Hardened against small arms fire. We'll have a tough time getting through it. I am less concerned about the armor than I am about the minigun. Those things can tear a man in half. You have 3 seconds before I open the hose. Step out here and surrender, and I promise I'll make this easy. And something tells me you're gonna kill us either way. True, I cannot deny it. But it wouldn't be easier if you didn't fight back. But wouldn't it be easier if you didn't fight back? The orc shrugs, and you hear the distinctive whir of his Vindicator's motor spinning up to speed. The barrels begin to blur as he wheels the weapons to face you. Oh, buddy. Cover. Yeah, you almost killed me in 1 round. Can you heal me yet, buddy? You can't heal me. Oh, Jesus, yeah. This is why being flanked is such a bad thing. Run away. Because, ow, that hurt. Let's give that... I can't. Damn. Fine, let's move up here for now. Dang it! So, Dietrich, you can now heal me for 8. And get behind cover over here. And there goes the sentry drone.
No. 1 shot, 1 drone.
I got lucky with that crit. Ah, out of ammo, so gotta reload. Now let's get into some heavy cover, because gonna need it. Just gotta survive for one more turn. Let's get back behind cover. The door unlocks with a loud click. Your escape route is clear.
Run, 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 run.
That is precisely what I'm doing. Because, ow, that hurt. One, two, three. Oh, look, another enemy. I am sitting with how much HP? I'm sitting at 6 HP. Yeah. Let's pop a med kit. Get over here. Come on, Dietrich, don't fail me now. There we go. And he escapes. All of my nope. Just all of it. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Iger rises from her corpse-strewn perch at your approach. From the look on her face, it's obvious that she's already sized up the situation. I knew this was going to happen. I fucking knew it. We can talk about this later. For now, we need to bug out. Tell me something I don't know. Iger slaps the side of the van. Pile in, people. And Ash, when we get back to the cruise bazaar, we're going to have a little talk. Because she's not happy that one of her friends kind of carked it. The cruise bazaar.
I wouldn't be either.
Kreuzberg, home to nearly 500,000 people, and until very recently, Monica Schaefer. Once a melting pot of cultural diversity, it's now a chaotic mess of wealth and poverty, crime and commerce, anarchy and control. It's also home to your own little slice of Berlin, a neighborhood that the locals call the Cruise Bazaar, a safe port in the eye of a storm. The ride back to the Cruise Bazaar is quiet. No one is in a talking mood. As the van veers past potholes and garbage piles, the glare of street lights and neon signs plays across your window, painting the world in a kaleidoscope of garish colors. Soon, the van rounds a corner and skids to a halt in a narrow, crumbling alley. This is as far as Berlin's chaotic streets will take you. Your team wordlessly debarks the vehicle and climbs down into a disused section of the U-Bahn tunnel system, a well-kept secret, providing your team safe passage into the Cruise Bazaar. Your safe house awaits on the other side.
Vanilla asked, did Monica always have to die?
Yes.
Like, was that the script?
Yes. Unfortunately, and that's the downside, is one of the reasons why you end up playing the Decker almost the entire time, especially in this one, because, well, your Decker kind of dies at the very beginning of the game. However, it's just shy of 3:30. I've got things I have to get done, so unfortunately, this is it. This is where I'm going to have to call it for now. As you can see, I've always gotten to about this point and then just stopped playing. So let's see. Create a new save. So that's it for today. Thank you very much for joining me today. Hopefully I'll be able to do more of this tomorrow. I did hear back, and I might actually be getting a job soon, so that's gonna change things up for me. I will let you guys know, just to keep things going. Anyway, like I said, thank you for watching, and take care.
Later, y'all.